it rents for like 3,600 a month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So at this point, were you like, screw law school, I'm not going to law school? Or like, what were you thinking that?
Yeah, that's this part of the story. So shortly thereafter, I graduate my undergrad and I do take off for law school. And, I was fortunate to graduate with my scholarship. I had no student loan debt coming out.
That's
And I,
awesome.
I remember sitting in, my first class down there in law school, and they were talking about the bell curve of law school graduates, where you graduated would determine what you're making. And I started thinking, I was like, I am not the smartest guy in this room. And I'm going to leave here with 100,000 plus of student loan debt. I'd much rather have another mortgage that's going to be paying me back.
Yeah,
And
at
so
least it's good debt.
yeah, that was a big decision and a big pride pill to swallow, because everyone in my orbit thought I flunked out, but I was like, I'm going to go home and chase this real estate dream. And so I left after one semester.
Wow.
I was pretty confident. I had done 2 deals. I had the proof of concept. I was sure the path that I wanted to go down at that point.
What was your plan for living though? Because, cash flow, great, right? But
Yep.
sounds like you're making a couple $100 at most, right? Probably not enough to cover your living expenses. So
Right.
how, were you going to wholesale or flip, or how did you plan to survive?
I did graduate my undergrad, so I had a bachelor's degree. And so I was like, you know what? Now I'm done with school. It's time to go get a job. So I worked as an underwriter at an insurance company for a couple years. But when I was doing that, though, I was always looking at deals and decided to go ahead and get my real estate license at the same time.
Nice. Okay.
And so during my second year there, I was showing houses on nights and weekends as well. And so, at my insurance job, I was only making $42,000 a year. So
Yeah.
2 sides of that coin. Wasn't a lot of money to deploy into real estate, but